And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. It is Sunday, July 11th. And Ace Tarberry is here with us today. How are you, Ace?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And so we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. And so let's start with, what do you do with the Eastern Slope Inn and Attitash Mountain Village? What is your involvement?
So my title is the marketing coordinator, and I do a handful of things. I work with the marketing team. I also run a lot of our Airbnbs and work with our development office and the real estate team on photography and videography.
So you keep yourself busy.
Yeah, we have plenty going on.
That's great. I mean, what a great summer too. I mean, the rain last weekend was kind of a bummer, but it's one of those things that we needed it. But you look at days like this, and it's a New Hampshire summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so you guys have introduced some new activities, especially up there at Attitash.
Yeah, so we're really excited because we've had the sleigh rides offered in the winter for 3 years now. And we're doing year-round carriage rides now. So in the winter, you can hop on, get towed by the horses through the snow, and they use the same carriage with wheels in the summer and give guest tours around the resort.
Well, that's great. It's so beautiful down there. I mean, I think a lot of people, they know Route 302, they know the Attitash Mountain Village, but behind it is just an expanse of trails and woods and the river and Saco River.
Exactly. There's a whole network of trails back there. You can walk and mountain bike in the summer. It goes right along the river. And then Bear Notch Ski Touring actually maintains the grooming there during the winter, so you can cross-country ski right out of your back door, essentially.
So that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. And so you've been doing it for a few years, you said.
The Carriage Rides.
Yep.
Have been offered by a gentleman named Zach Towell, who is a fifth-generation. He's been working with horses his whole life, and his whole family has, and he's a really talented driver and operator.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how does somebody sign up to get to take one of these tours?
Fortunately, it's all online, right at attitashmtvillage.com under our resort activities, and anyone can sign up. You don't have to be a guest. It's $20 a person. You're also welcome to book a private ride for $250, and champagne in the works.
Nice.
And it's a really fun little offering.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And is it every day or just certain days?
So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 4 to 8:30 p.m. And the rides are about a half an hour each. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And I mean, obviously, we don't need to worry about putting blankets on us this time of year, but right. Some of the nights can get a little chilly. So wrap yourself up in that and go out. I would think that the sunset one going along the river down there would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the light comes through the woods there, really nice, and it's really nice on the river around sunset for sure.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So just definitely check it out online. That way you can book for those. So
yeah, it holds up to 10 people, so you can fill it right up or book your own ride or just hop in when there's a ride available.
Yeah. Just stand there waiting for it to go by. And so what else is going on with you guys this summer? What else you want to talk about that you can tell us about?
Yeah, well, fortunately, we've been pretty busy. We have a couple other fun activities going on. At the Eastern Slope Inn, for example, we have a stocked fishing pond. So guests can sign out a fishing rod and go out there and reel in some rainbow trout. I think they like to bite. And a riverwalk trail takes you right back down to the Saco River.
Yeah.
So a lot of great activities you can do, right from the resort without driving anywhere.
Now, where's the pond? I didn't know there was a pond back there.
Yeah, it's right across the tracks behind the Eastern Slope Inn.
Really?
There's a nice little fishing pond down there.
That's amazing. I've been here 35 years. I never knew there was a pond back there.
Yeah, I got to watch them stock it this year, which is fun.
Yeah.
Just dumping barrels of fish in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
It is kind of, you'd think there was a more, fancy way to do it. It's like, nope, it's a big barrel full of fish.
Yeah, just throw them right in.
Yeah, and they love it. So that's a great thing. That's a fun thing that people can do.
Yeah.
And you said there were a couple other things that you had there at the Eastern Slope Inn.
Yeah, so We're also offering, we have a tennis pro who's been working on site, who can also be booked online or directly. All this information is online on our website. And we have 2 clay courts at the Eastern Slope Inn. They do private lessons. You can do group lessons or, just some fun games with kids. And he also works with us up at Attitash Mountain Village between the 2 clay courts there and the 2 hard courts. So it's another fun amenity to have access to.
Probably some of the few clay courts around.
Yeah, well, we were very fortunate when they took down the courts up at Cranmore. They had pretty nice new clay up there, and they donated it to us. So
really?
Maintain that.
Oh, that's great.
Clay court tennis.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I played on a clay court, so.
Yeah. And we've been turning one of the courts into an ice rink in the winter, which is a really nice amenity.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a real classic feel there. They used to do it back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And then what about looking forward to towards the fall and winter? Any new things that you're planning for those times?
We're continuing to work with some of our partners. We have really nice relationships with a lot of the businesses around the valley, a lot of the attractions like the Conway Scenic Railroad and Great Glen, and so a lot of our guests can, use some of their amenities for free. Like some mountain biking up at Great Glen, and really good deals with some of their rentals, mountain bike rentals, and
great.
Yeah.
And of course, the Eastern Slope Inn is a classic old hotel, and if you haven't been there, you need to go and experience the rooms and while they have all the amenities you want, the modern amenities you want, it has that classic feel, which you don't find in a lot of places anymore.
Right. It does have that really classic lobby. You walk in and there's the white pillars. The main inn itself has kind of the classic main inn rooms, but we also have we've expanded quite a bit. So right on the Eastern Slope Inn campus, we have a lot of much larger, very modern rooms available as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, H, thank you so much for coming by today.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate it. Unless you got anything else. You got anything else you want to tell us today?
No, that's good.
So the Carriage Rides, definitely go online. And where do they go? What is the website?
AttitashMTVillage.com, or you can just Google Attitash Mountain Village Resort, and that'll pop up.
And get it, and then get to the rides. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming by today. I'm sure we're going to see you again and find out more about what's going on. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.